Is that your policeman shot, Rick? Yeah. We want to, you know. That was my shorter hair. But I could see that classic blue background and that. You could not get in any tighter. For sure.
He's got the brass on.
Welcome, Ricky.
Welcome, Ricky.
And also Aaron, of course.
And also Aaron.
Aaron. So upcoming classes this week. I guess I'm gonna go. Forms class with Raha. She's going to be teaching it next week, right? Next Wednesday, the 16th, 2:30 to 3:30 in person. She's going to have a forms class, making sure you know everything that needs to be completed. Then we will be having Christy at doing goal, capture leads with social media, capture more leads, every lead, keep every lead and follow up with leads. Guys, if you do these, if you are mastering strengthening your relationships, keeping every lead and follow up with every lead, capture more leads and capture leads with social media. If you're doing these 4 things really, really well, you're going to have a nice flow to your business, right? And then, of course, let's not disqualify qualifying potential buyers and sellers, but you have to do those first 4 things to really get that opportunity, right? Also, the morning show. What did I miss this week, Lorna? Anything?
We really had some great discussions this week about what we're focusing on and how to support each other. It's been a great week. And just rolling back to Indigenous People Day and week and month, I just want to say as a member of the Osage Nation, it's important for us to remember who founded this world we live in, who the original people were. And I just want to take a minute to say that.
Yep. It's important to know who occupied this land and lived with the land for many, many years.
Cherokee on this land.
What was it?
Got Cherokee on this end.
That's right.
Absolutely. My hearing's on its way out the door. Script practice every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 to 9. Get on there, it's like a warm up for your day. Also, Scott Leroy, Nurture Your Database, his email campaigns. You choose on the 11th. What can Scott Leroy Marketing do for you? They just rolled out some new support mechanisms that we'll be talking about in the next week or so. New Teams website overview and Smart Plans overview. Scott's here to help. Use them, please. Samantha and I do the mentee meeting every Wednesday at 12:30. It's fun, as well as Caravan yesterday. Anybody see anything out there on Caravan that they'd like to share? Anyone? Come on, John.
There was an awesome little 1,300 square foot single family home in Silver Lake at Elvado that Tori Horowitz has, and it's permitted square footage is 1,800 square foot, which is outrageous. All square footage is about 1,450. High design, super stylish, and they used every inch as well as they possibly could. And it has a terrace backyard and an actual flat area.
Yeah.
It was up to $72 million.
I love $2 million for 1,300 square feet.
Yeah, it was
That's
stunning.
what is that? $1,700
That's $1,450.
Wow. That's a lot, right? I saw the east side continues to have a lot of upward growth. It really, really does, and doesn't seem to be as affected by the awkwardness of particular market rate. I saw that one on St. Andrews that I've seen before. It's like a hipster craftsman. It has blue tiled into the guest bathroom tile on the floor.
Is that the one that was just a little under 4?
Yes.
Because I looked at that price and what.
Yeah, it's a little, it's a very, very stylish house. Very, very stylish.
That's a great block.
And it has sold, it didn't sell that long, it sold in the last 5 years, because I remember seeing it, and they didn't do anything new to it, but they maintained it very, very well. And it's a great little family house, it's a great vibe to it.
Joey, station closed, because the people on Zoom can't hear you.
Sorry. I said we're talking about the St. Andrews hipster, what I call a hipster craftsman bungalow. That had some really great details in that, and I think it sold like 3 to 4 years ago. What it comes down to. All right. Anyway, anybody else see anything on Caravan they'd like to share?
No, but just to rip off of what Chuck was saying, Silver Lake is so expensive now. If you
Yep.
have buyers that are priced out of it and looking for those little houses, there's really quite a lot in Highland Park that is worth exploring.
And be ready if you go there, because I just got, 1 second ago, just got the text that the appraisal came in at price. However, my client's off, we had 5-day contingency for everything, okay?
Yeah.
We went over $250,000, $289,000
Yep.
over ask.
Yeah, it's
On a
about
1,300 square foot house.
Yeah, Highland Park is about 5 to 15% over ask.
I mean, it was listed at $999.
Everything is
We
listed
got it at like
at $999.
1 point, almost 1.3.
But it's also, it's also part of like a cultural standard on the east side to price very, very
It's
low.
just,
Well, Highland Park in particular, everything is listed at
Yeah.
Right, but
No
it's,
matter what it is.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
but that's why you're always nervous about the appraisal. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
this energy of this room, I think brought this in, because it just happened just now, so thank you everybody.
Congratulations.
And East Hollywood is also starting to.
Which one?
East
Hollywood?
Hollywood is also starting to get like a hipster vibe to it as well.
You mean east of Beechwood Canyon or like more
Kind of like south, like sort of Silver Lake.
Silver Lake adjacent? Virgil? Like below Sunset? Oh, yeah.
You're talking about like where Sunset.
Yeah. That's,
But
yeah, it's Silver, it's still Silver Lake, but it's kind of not that.
In fact, I saw a write-up recently that was like the hippest. I'm just
There's
saying,
a
your
lot of-
hipsters
there's
that are
more
priced at
restaurants
Silver
and-
Lake, look at East Hollywood.
Yeah. It's they're, I think they're priced out of all of it. But you're right. It's
You
tough.
still get a 1,200 square foot house for 1.3. You can't get that.
That's over $1,000 a square foot. I'm just saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No, right.
he is a past master.
Fire coaching every Monday and Friday, 10 a.m. Online or at the Beverly Hills. Oh, what was that me?
It's all good. Just a thing rolling, someone's gonna trip on, but be careful.
All righty. What do we got next? We got core services. Andy, are you with us today?
I am. Hi.
How's everything going in the world of lending?
Let me just say it's we've all experienced it in the last couple weeks. Let's call it 3 weeks. There was this myth that the Fed was going to lower the Fed fund rate, and all of a sudden we were going to see some drastic drop in mortgage rates. That was not the case, and we knew that, and we saw that coming. Historically speaking, every time the Fed has dropped the rate since 1984, there has been a surge in mortgage rates temporarily, while the bond market and so forth shakes out. So this is not uncommon, but we did see a pretty big increase, which sent some people into a tailspin, right? And especially those under contract. And I wanted to touch on this. We talked about this on the call yesterday on the morning show. About rate locks for one. For two, also in the purchase contract, I know that you have to put in a maximum rate when you're writing these contracts. We saw such a drastic flux in rates literally overnight. And when you're writing in the contract a maximum rate, that does not mean that the buyers are locked in at that rate, right? The time that they submit the offer to the time that you actually open escrow can be several days. And we saw it in the last couple of weeks, a drastic swing in the wrong direction. So really important to let your clients know that that rate, when somebody is going under contract and writing an offer, I make the disclaimer that things are volatile. It's very fluid. We're not locked in. I'll keep you updated on rates and when we should lock, but writing that contract to the time that you go under contract is a way different story. So just really important to prep your clients. I always have the conversation about fluidity, but things start flying and there's paperwork and tons of emails and all kinds of things going on when escrow opens. So just a reminder when you're writing those contracts and talking about rates with your client, the rate that you're putting on that contract is certainly not the rate lock. So, and so tomorrow, big news, CPI report. We're anticipating potentially a little bit of a flat report, which is not a bad thing. Maybe even a little more relief. So we should start to see some relief in those mortgage rates. It was sort of a knee-jerk situation when the Fed fund rate came down. We should start to see some relief here shortly. So.
All right, all of it doesn't help with the consternation of buyers and sellers in this very moment. I think it's just moving through, quick through mud. Feels very slow motion, everything.
It does. I will tell you that I've seen a lot more cooperation with sellers and buyers in terms of the rate situation. If all of a sudden a buyer's rate went up in the last couple of weeks by 0.5%, let's say, I'm seeing sellers that are willing to push the close of escrow a little bit.
Oh, cool.
So
excellent.
Always worth a conversation, right?
Partnership, absolutely. It doesn't behoove anyone to create an adversarial relationship between buyer and seller, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Andy.
Yeah, you bet.
Mr. D, Duncan, maybe not. All right. Let's move on to agent happenings. Birthdays. Russell Roney's birthday today. Happy birthday, Russell. Merlin is on the 10th. Sue on the 13th, and Jan Hohenstein on the 15th. Happy birthday to you all. To give Russell a shout out. Let's see. We have some closed escrows this week. Byron Field and Christina Kim. Also Luke and Mike Flanagan on 4th. Tiffany Chin on Sea Bluff Drive. Congratulations to you all. Yay. Also new escrows opening for Tracy Pence on Nolden, and Rachel and Tiffany on Wilson, and Rob Marin on Ivy. Congratulations to all of you.
There.
Closed lease, Dae-Young Her and Chloe Kim, both closed leases today. And some closed referrals. Samantha did Bermuda Dunes, California, and Cedric, he did one here in Los Angeles. Congratulations, you guys. Excellent, excellent, excellent. New listings. We have Laura Anderson has one in North Hollywood on Clump, a condo. It is 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,116 square feet for $645,000. Also Pete Bonacore on Holly Hill Terrace has a 5 bedroom, 5 bath, 4,241 square feet for just under 2.6.
That's big.
That's big, and it's a lot of house for that square footage. I mean, for that price.
That's the Whitley Heights one, right?
Holly Hill Terrace, yeah, I believe so.
Is it
Yep.
noisy?
Trish, is Holly Hills noisy?
That's a yes. Yeah, okay, yeah. Right.
Freeway. Okay, it's a buzz.
Bull parking. We'll call it white noise.
Exactly. Andrew Woodward, Woodward team on Finley. Oh.
That's sad.
4519 Finley Avenue.
There we go. 4519 Finley, a 4-bathroom, a 4-bed, 3,568 square feet for $2,225,000. Not quite sure what that shot is. Looks like maybe out the back door. Also, De Young Her on 3785 Wilshire Boulevard has a condo. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,360 square feet for $1,040,000. And the Barentine Group on Deronda Drive has a 4-bedroom, 5-bath, 4,162 square feet for $2,899,000. Chuck, you want to give a little judge on that?
Absolutely. So what's great about this is look at the proximity.
Come up here, so I want to make sure everybody can hear you.
Look at the Hollywood signs there. Look at that. Look at it. Beautiful.
backdrop.
We actually have some photos that'll be going up tomorrow where you think that they've been photoshopped. You look through the Palladium window and the Hollywood sign is completely framed by the window. It is spectacular. It is 1992 construction, I believe. It's grand. It has a lot of the feels when you walk in. Your clients are going to. It's going to take their breath away a little bit. We are having a brokers open on Tuesday, and I'm wondering if I could ask everyone a favor, everyone online and everyone who's here. We really have to show, because this is a relist. And if you take a look at the old photos, you'll understand why it's being relisted. Sure. But we're doing everything we can to prove that we can get people in the door, because the last agent couldn't get people in the door. If you would please take a moment on Tuesday between 11 and 2 to come see us. We'll have lunch ready for you.
Oh, there's food involved.
There's
You
food
should've led with
involved.
that.
I know. I don't want. I want to believe something more about the people here.
Contribution, you're feeding us.
Privacy,
You're
you're
feeding
on
us.
home.
You're feeding us.
Yeah, but isn't it nice to know that you're helping us out just by showing up, and we're going to feed you.
All right.
Thank you for that. But please do. We will have parking permits. And on Tuesday, you could make sure to come. That would help us out so much with our client, just to show that, yes, working with Keller Williams Larchmont means that we can get people in the door. Right? Because we sold Larchmont on this.
Can we make a video while we're there?
You absolutely can. I want you to. I absolutely want you to.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Chuck, you're the best. Thank you.
Text my husband right
Rob
now.
Marin has a beautiful Hacienda Heights property. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,638 square feet for $949,888. All right, we move on to leases. Samantha Allen has Colbert. This is your family. Oh, there you go. Here you go.
So this is it's a garage that was converted to an ADU, so it's basically new construction. There's been 2 tenants, short-term tenants in, so it's pretty new. It is furnished. They will do it unfurnished if somebody wants it and signs a year lease. But it's also available. We're doing shorter terms if someone needs. But it's great. The garden is spectacular. There are 2 dogs in the front house that sometimes run around in the beautiful garden, so the person has to be okay with dogs. And there is no laundry available to the unit. That's the only negative. Okay. But it's a great, quiet unit, residential neighborhood, all houses, 3 blocks from Palms Park, like Sawtelle and Palms.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. And pocket listings coming soon. What do you got? What do you got coming on? Come on. Bring it to me. Christina, anything?
I'll just talk about it when it was.
Okay.
I have something coming up.
Come on.
It's a real.
Jacqueline, come up here because they can't really hear you. I've been told.
I can't give the address yet, but it's first line, Ocean View, 70s construction, but it's a cool place. Like
70s construction, Ocean View in what area?
first line, Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
Yeah, so once I get everything figured
How
out.
big, is
I'll-
it a, single family?
It's small lot
Small subdivision?
subdivision, yeah.
And how many bedrooms?
It's 3 and 2.
3 and 2. Excellent. How many square feet around?
22?
2,200 square feet. Oh, that's pretty big. All right, excellent. And did you say pricing around the? You did the-
Still working out the price. 3.8 is what she thinks,
Oh, well,
but
we're working on that. It's a conversation in flux.
And where is this exactly?
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
But ocean views.
Ocean,
the
yeah,
whole-
it's
whole
like
nine yards.
first line.
Yeah, yeah. Right, perfect. Thank
Right.
you, Jacqueline. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone? Anyone online have a coming soon they'd like to share? Pocket listing?
I have a one that's gonna be sort of available off market for the next few months before it's being finished. So the house will be completed in the next couple of weeks. It's 5 bedrooms, 5 bath, about 3,000 square feet, 20,000 square foot lot, pool, plus yard, Brentwood, Mandeville Canyon. We need to redo the pool, and because it was down to the studs remodel because of a construction-oriented fire, and we need to redo the pool, and we're going to wait on the driveway until the pool's done for obvious reasons.
Sure.
Little bulldozers
Coming
in and out. But if somebody was interested in buying it, we will get the C of O on the house probably within the month. If somebody was interested in buying it and then just taking your credit and then doing what they want to the pool, my sellers would be potentially open to that. It is going to be a 1031 exchange, so they have to work with that. But the lot is pretty spectacular. The house is
20,000 square
gorgeous.
feet.
How much?
What's the price point?
4.5.
4.5? Sounds like you get a lot for that money.
Yeah, it's a good amount of the lot is hillside, but it could easily be terraced, and it's just gives it beautiful privacy.
Yeah.
Views really only from one room, but it's a
Canal,
it's
one
a
room.
flag lot, so the privacy is fantastic, gated. It's a really great property.
How easy is it to see?
How easy is it to sign a show to?
There you
I'm
go.
going over on Friday.
All right. Any other pocket listings? Anybody online have any pocket listings they want to share? Anyone? Okay. Then we will move on to wants and needs. Right? Wants and needs, fill the bucket. Wants needs, fill the bucket. There you go. Wants and needs. You can fill too. It's not.
Filling for Joey.
Then
You know, brought me back to calm,
oh,
and I want to thank you for that.
yeah.
You know, I don't usually contact you. So when I do, it's a thing. So thank you.
My pleasure.
I didn't count to 17. I probably should have.
My number only has, yeah, that's right, 10 here and there. So you're close to 17.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyone else? Christina, I saw your hand raised. Did Tracy steal your thunder? You were gonna slather me with.
Oh, no, that wasn't
appreciation.
She handles her own
I
stuff.
have a need, as always, right? So, I'm looking for spectacular off-market, exclusively, single-family home. Looking for architectural designs, views. So these buyers are cash buyers, but they're not specific, which is insanely difficult to cater to. What they're looking for is just something spectacular. So
Spectacular, what?
I think Charlotte has one. up to 100 million.
Up to 100 million.
Yes.
It's
It's just an investment. They're not flipping, it's just an investment. They just buy properties and flip it. And the last one they bought was 90 million. So I'm looking specifically in all of like Palisades, Malibu, all the way down to, Santa Monica, maybe the Riviera. No, they want to build them. They want it done. They're young buyers with just more money than they
I
know
have
what to do.
an off market, it's like 80 million, 70 million.
That's what I want.
It's in Beverly Hills.
That's
New
fine.
construction is only,
That's
it's like,
exactly-
it feels like a giant hotel.
Okay, that's exactly what they want.
Okay. All right.
They don't know it yet, but it's exactly.
I would hope so.
That's what I'm going to
Like,
say.
that would be great.
Yeah, so let's just close that one out and be done.
You can retire after that one.
all right.
No, not
Oh,
really.
it's actually, I've been in it. It's
You
it's
could go on
actually very,
vacation.
very beautiful. And
Take
very
all of
well
us.
done. You know, it's on the flats.
It would be a vacation.
Perfect.
Oh, you guys can have.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So to make
yeah.
it simple.
Anybody else have any wants or needs?
I have a need,
Come on.
deep cleaning company.
Deep clean.
I have one.
Oh, good.
What's the neighborhood?
It is in Silver Lake.
It should be fine. Because they're Pasadena based.
Oh, you're close enough. Yeah, excellent. All right, one order filled. Anybody else wants, needs? Anybody online wants or needs? Fill the bucket also, bringing in love.
Samantha helps me all the time.
She
She's like one of
is,
my best-
that person.
Yeah, she always,
Agreed?
I'm calling her all the time, she's so great.
Well, let's see. You're gonna double down on that?
Too much on top of it.
There's no such
And I
thing.
appreciate it.
No such thing.
She's on top of it.
That's great. That's great to hear. That's her
So then I
part
have
of
to fill the
business.
bucket for Brian, because if it weren't for Brian, the things that I was supposed to do that I can't do, Brian is a big.
Brian makes happen, right?
Thank you, Brian. Sometimes he just stands behind me and it works, something like, he stood there. So
He's
thank you.
magical. He's like a
He's
unicorn. Yep, for sure. All right, anybody else? All right, I'm gonna hit that next button, and that is thank you. See you next week. Get out there and do something crazy, right? Make some magic happen. Come on, let's close out this year with a big bang. Did everybody receive the
Paper?
paper?
Yeah.
Are you gonna send this
Gotta go back
out
there.
separate? Can you send it out as a separate email?
Yeah.
So do not look at the team meeting.
Yeah.
And Richard Evans needs to see this. I am getting tired of telling him he's not compliant.
Revised in 519. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Sure,
I don't know.
we'll send it separately.
And do you know what happened with all the DBAs? That drama a couple years ago?
A couple years ago, no.
Yeah, no, I think you were there about that.
I mean, every few years they change this anyway. Like, we had to change it from DRE to DRE on all our signs, and then back to DRE.
Exactly.